Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Browns going up against the Steelers. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go! 1, 9!
Here's Davis now. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down. This offense has some speed, and certainly Martavis Bryant, he has some speed.
He has that, and he has size. That's what makes him so difficult to cover, because just when you think you have to play him one way, the other attribute kicks in. Martavis Bryant could be an all-star real soon.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. And here's the starting crew defensively for Cleveland.
If your day involves blocking Danny Shelton, you better pack lunch and dinner. It's an all-day job.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it's good enough for a Cleveland first down. They go play action here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down. Let's meet the offensive starters, and let's discuss Corey Coleman, first wide receiver drafted out of last year's class.
And there was a reason for that. When you watched his tape, when you watched his games, you saw his explosiveness and ability to play the ball in the air downfield. Don't get hung up on the fact he only ran 4 routes at Baylor. Just coach him up and turn him loose.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. It's Davis. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll give the Steelers a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And on 2nd and 10 now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Davis. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
To throw. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Let's just go ahead and go back through that play with his eyes, because he's got to read his keys. Run or pass right off the top. You're probably going to read an offensive lineman to see if he sets up in pass protection, if he fires out for a running play. The next thing is you're going to check and see what the back's going to do, and if he ends up with the football, okay, now you got to check and see. Does an offensive lineman come downfield and try and block you? Are you going to try to elude him? Are you going to take him on and hold your spot? What are you going to do? In this case, didn't have to do any of that. Saw all of his keys, saw the play in front of him, and ran clean to the ball carrier and finished off the play.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Let's go!
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He completes it to Bryant. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go!
They'll stick with the passing game. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a handoff as they run left side. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Out of the gun now on third down. He's got time. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
It's taken to the 26. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Going up top. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
Love the run right there, and when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now back to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. A quick handoff to Vitale. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Defense showing blitz.
All right, here we go. Detroit!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Turn to a power game to try to get in. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defensive coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come out here in the eye. And it's 3rd down and goal from the 4. They give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. And the slot man goes in motion left. Back to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Serve, and he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Larry Ridley. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. He's got a man. Complete. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions, because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing, because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. They'll set up a throw. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Quan Alexander in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the lead now increases to 20-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
They'll drop to throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he's eventually brought down, but not before he reaches the 39, just shy of the 40. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Let's go!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Set! Green, 39! Green!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, yeah, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flushed out right. And got his man complete. 30 yards on the pickup there. And the Steelers are going to have a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator can...
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go. One,
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot. Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Detroit! Let's go!
Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Fourth quarter, 2-minute warning about to hit, and it looks like they're going to get one more play in.
It'll be interesting to see what they try and do on this play. Do they try and take a shot, or do they just try and get to the 2-minute warning?
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And quickly they get to the line.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
He'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he'll avoid the... Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Here we go. What?
They'll drop to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Finding time. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Yeah, maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal.
Let's go. Brand 38. Ohio. He's crashing. He's checking.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Browns. 48 yards. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And